Alright, we're doing some more prep work on this base. Let me just see if I can focus in just a little bit more. There we go. Alright, so first off, I'm going to do a couple of guide points where I'm just going to stick this together so that it will just hold together while I do the rest of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to some of the thin points in the middle. Hold on, I just want to just feel this out and make sure I'm putting it in the right spot. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to put a few drops of super glue, and not so much that it will go all the way to the bottom. I'm just going to let them, but I am going to let them seep into those cracks, and then I'll put some catalyst on. And hopefully that will, and then more super glue. Careful not to touch the tip onto where I put the catalyst, otherwise it will block the super glue nozzle. Okay, so I think I got it. See, there you go. It's just holding together right now. So now I'm going to start to reinforce it. I couldn't find any slate, so I'm just going to use this cork. It's not as good, but it will help hold it on. And between all the different processes that I'm going to do, it will ultimately give us a very strong bond, and this base will end up looking like one piece. So I'm going to go ahead and just lay these. Whoops, I can't do it there because there's where his foot goes is right there. So I'm just going to put these on like this. And then I'm going to put some more super glue to the side of them and just let the surface tension draw it underneath that cork. And I'm going to be putting some sand on as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and put more glue on. Now I take my sand and I'm going to, I'm going to have to move this, so it's going to go off screen just a little bit. Nope, it's not. Never mind. I'm going to put the sand on and drop it off. So now I'm getting sand into those cracks as well. And slowly but surely, I am going to reinforce that gap so that it will definitely not come off. I'm going to put more super glue on. Oh, whoops, I think I got into the part of the gap where it's so thick. Nope, it didn't go through. Good. So I'm going to put sand on it really quick. And this sand forms like a concrete, super glue concrete. Now on the bottom, as I said, there's these grooves. I don't know if they put them on there on purpose, but they definitely they serve a purpose. Now I couldn't find any plastic strips to put on here, so that were thin enough. So I'm going to use this paper clip. I'm going to open it up, cut it with my with my utility clips, ones that are a little banged up already. I'll set it in there. I'll make sure it's flat. Now I'll start to bleed in super glue. One on each end, one down the middle. Okay, I don't know why it did that. And there you go. So, alright, and then I'll let the super glue cure on that, and I'll put holding strips on. So I took the paper clip and I just stuck it into the gap. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see how close I can get. Here we go. See how there's now a piece of paper clip in there, and I'm gently running my finger over it to make sure that it didn't go above the level of the base itself. So I'm going to go ahead and put more in there. And slate would have worked better, but these will do okay. And what'll be even better is if I take some glue and I put it in other areas, and I put sand on those other areas as well. Let's go ahead and widen this out a little bit. So that way, that texture is other areas on the base, and it doesn't look like I just covered up that middle part. So it's consistent. It disguises it slowly but surely. Yeah, and this actually really is holding now. And and then the green stuff, the corking or slate, the glue with texture on top of it, as well as the 4 pieces of metal paper clips, will ultimately make this base one solid piece. And you won't, I'm actually applying some pressure now and it's not cracking. So good for me. All right, so that's the lesson in how to handle this base.